hell was that? The fuck was that? I don't know. Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday to everybody. Happy Saturday. Let's do a Saturday Night Live. We'll try to do an hour and a half, maybe. Depends on how it goes. So. We do have a special guest host tonight. So. We have a special guest host tonight, so I'll bring him up here in a little bit. So good evening to everybody. Hey, Patty, how you doing? I've been good. How about yourself? I can't complain. I'm alive. I'm still here doing the usual thing. Same shit, different day. So, how about yourself? How's your Saturday going? You ready for your Labor Day weekend? Hopefully you're not doing labor on your Labor Day weekend. Kind of defeats the purpose. But we all got to work. How's the sound, by the way? Is the sound okay? Can you hear me fine? No feedbacks? Because I got a special guest here sitting next to me. So they're going to be on the other computer celebrating no labor. I got you. Nice. I got a special guest sitting next to me. So, all right, cool. And so he's sitting next to me. So he's going to be on the other computer. So I'll bring him up in a second, probably in about 10 minutes or so. Good. Thank you. Appreciate the sound there. So as you guys know, I did go to the doctor's today. Got a little bit of an update. If you didn't see the update earlier today, which is possible, because I think I made it private. This one won't go private, though. We're going to keep this one up. So. And a lot of you probably noticed that you're no longer welcomed on this channel. There's reasons behind it. You know the reasons. So don't come up here in a different name asking me why. I don't need to explain myself. I can explain myself plenty of times to you all. So if you don't find yourself being able to come up, you know the reason why. So no need to ask me. What's up, Uberman Tabba? How you going? So, yeah, no reason to ask me. You already know why. So how you doing, Uberman Tamba? We celebrating Labor Day, doing some labor tonight and this week, Monday? You celebrating with some labor? Or are you taking the actual Labor Day off to celebrate? No labor for you. Don't forget, got special guests sitting next to me. He's going to be the special guest host. So he will be up here in about 5 minutes. We'll bring him up in 5 minutes. See if we get a few more people in here. If we don't, we'll bring him up. Dan, welcome. Obviously, if you see your name in here, you're welcomed. Unless I find out otherwise, you're welcomed. So you're welcome. Dan. I do have a special guest, Dan. So if you want to stick around, definitely. Doing labor. I'm labor free. Nice. Doing labor. All right. Yeah, doing labor. It's Labor Day. Are you doing labor? Are you going out and working? Are you celebrating your Labor Day, sitting on your ass? That's what I mean. Are you doing labor on Labor Day? Or are you celebrating Labor Day by not doing it? Your kitchen? Well, you don't need to come in and if I unblocked you on your No Sir channel, you don't need to come in all these other channels. Yeah, probably because I blocked you a long time ago under all these corny ass names, bro. Had a market trend, good. You're here now, Dan. So why are you complaining? Don't complain. Don't make me have to block this one too. No, you up here, you're welcomed. Unless you give me a reason to unwelcome you, then we'll do it that way. It's hard when I'm blocked and wrenched on so many different ones. Yeah, well, the wrenches here are slim to none. So if you're lucky enough to get a wrench from now on, that's because you've been a long-time subscriber, long-time person that's been associated with the channel, and somebody I can trust. Can't trust motherfuckers now. You've seen it, Dan. You've seen the drama. You can't trust nobody now. So wrenches will come far in between, unless you've been a long time subscriber. You won't be allowed here. So plain and simple. So it's simple shit. So nope, you can't trust anybody. So it's simple. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the special guest host. So y'all can welcome him up on channel. He's right sitting next to me. This is our special guest host, Bobby the Frog. Bobby the Frog is a special guest host tonight. So everybody give Bobby the Frog a welcome. He's chilling. He's going to be a special guest host. I can trust Bobby the Frog. I know if Bobby the Frog wants to bite me. I know he'll bite me. So I already know his true intentions, Bobby the Frog. So Bobby the Frog is probably hungry too, so we'll be feeding Bobby the Frog while on the live stream. We will be feeding him. Hey, Truth Warrior, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome, Bobby the Frog. Yes, welcome, Bobby the Frog. Bobby the Frog is a special guest host tonight. So, yeah, I know. I can trust you. I can trust you. Brandon, what's up? Mike the Grinder, what's up? How you doing? Howdy, howdy. Yeah, we got Bobby the Frog as our special guest. If the internet starts to act funny, that's because we're getting some thunderstorm action coming through. So if things start to fluctuate a little bit, that's most likely why. Lucky I got everything on some mad surge protection over here. So we shouldn't have any issues with that. Oh, yeah, I went to the doctor today. So I got an update. As far as the update from the doctor said he can't really tell what's going on inside the dome. He said an x-ray. He says there's no real symptoms of a fractured skull. So any kind of fracture or anything like that. So doing an x-ray wouldn't serve any purpose, he said. So he said doing an x-ray wouldn't serve any purpose. So he's like, we'll just bypass the x-ray. He said the only way I'll be able to tell anything is if we do an MRI. So pretty much it's pain management. He has me coming in next week. So we're going to go week by week until to figure to see how the pain is going, how everything's going with it. So right now it's just pain management and waiting for the MRI to go through because he has to put in for that shit through the insurance. And so if that goes, yeah, you're okay. Nobody's going to time you out, bro. I'll be the one timing you out if I time you out. So yeah, we're just going to go by pain management right now and see how if it starts to get better. He said that's something that does take time to do. So he said it just might be a time issue, but he is going to do the MRI. Hopefully, if the insurance allows him to. So he said that's the only real way to tell if anything actual damage is really done back in there. Is it covered? Yes, it will be covered under workman's comp. It was a work injury, so it happened at work. So, so he's gonna go ahead. He put in for the MRI today, and I got to see him again next week. He gave me some. He's pretty much just take Advil. That's about. He said no, Mark. Try not to take the aspirin because if anything's bleeding, which I doubt anything. Hopefully nothing's bleeding up in there. So yeah, that's what he said. So we'll see if he gets approved for the MRI. He said we'll schedule that and get that done. But he said that's about all he can do right now. So it's all good. So that's the update. So we're just gonna go week by week, see how it feels. If it gets better, and then like I said, if the MRI goes through. May not even need to do the MRI if everything goes okay. So that's a plus. So we'll see. We'll just see. Now it's just a waiting game for the most part. We'll just deal with what I deal with. The little bit of pain. Not little bit, but the pain here and there. And so. Yeah. That's what. Yeah. He was. We had all those symptoms. He's like, there's real no symptoms of that stuff. So, said, but be on the safe side to really check, he's just going to schedule the MRI to make sure. So there's Bobby the Frog, guys. Bobby the Frog staring at you now. We will feed Bobby the Frog too. He's due for some worms. He's been hungry. The tarantula was being picky. Had to buy it crickets today, so they had to have crickets today. So, but how's everybody doing there on the chat? How's your weekend going so far? Oh, and if you're listening, I did get a hold of you. I did get your gift, George. Just so you know. So if you're watching, George, I did get your gift. I got your gift, George. So I will be trying to ship that out tomorrow. So you'll hopefully get that by the end of the week. So I did get your gift. So yeah, that's Bobby the Frog. Yeah, he's like waiting on door. We could have put a little DoorDash bag next to him. He's just waiting on an order. But yeah, he just sits there. That's Bobby the Frog's life, bro. Just sit and wait. Just sit and wait. So yeah, he doesn't do much. That's his whole existence. Sit, sleep, and eat. That's about it. About it over. No, I only have the one tarantula now, and I have 4 frogs. I have the 4 frogs. So co-hosts, the frogs will start being co-hosts. Like I said, I can trust the frogs. I can trust them. You don't have to worry about them being clipped and saying things that might hurt other people's fucking grown ass adults' feelings. You know. Yeah, everything's been slow. Hopefully it picks up. Uberman Tampa. Just our economy's just doo-doo right now. Nobody has spare money. I find that hard to believe, bro. There's got to be people with money out there. So to sit there and say there's nobody out there buying shit is fucking ridiculous. But and maybe after Labor Day, holidays, schools, people at schools settled in, maybe things will start to pick up. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of expense first, at this time of the month. You got back to school. Now you got a holiday right afterwards. So it being a 3-day weekend, probably a lot of people leaving town to go do whatever the fuck they do on their Labor Day. Look, Bobby the Frog's really staring at you guys now. He's like winking at you too. Look at Bobby the Frog just winked at you guys. Like, yeah, I winked at you. I have Bobby the Frog's mic turned off because he really doesn't talk much. So, or really talk at all. So, hey, Jody, what's up? What's up? How you going, Jody? Say hello to our co-host, Jody. We got Bobby the Frog as our co-host today. He's winking at you. He's like, yeah. He's winking at you. But other than that, pretty laid back. Like I said, we're about to get thunderstorm action going on over here. Those things just come out of the blue. Bobby the Frog is speaking with us. With my new market, November 30, we have Thursday saying on Facebook. They're coming. Nice. Well, hey, still a big crowd, man. That's good. At least it's projected. That's good. The more the merrier, right? The more the merrier. Bring in the peeps. So, no, worry about. I got to get Bobby the Frog some food here in a second. You guys can watch him eat. He'll eat on screen. He'll eat off screen. He'll eat my finger on screen if I let him. I haven't fed him in a week, so it looks like Bobby the Frog's looking like a girl to me, but we'll see. What do you have for them? Now his legs are buried underneath. They got little bitty legs. They don't have real big fat legs. Nothing really there to eat on that guy. So nothing really much there to eat. So, but I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you for the 22 people. Don't forget to hit that like button if you wouldn't mind. We can hit that like button if you don't mind. I gave myself a like. I know that's kind of That's kind of stuck up. So that's kind of stuck up. So, but hey, I'll give myself a like video. He can go a week without. Oh, he can go. He can probably go a month without food easily. They can go a long time without food. They eat such large amounts and usually large, large prey items. Like right now, his size, he could probably eat a medium-sized mouse, no problem, and go at least 2, 3 weeks without eating. So yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, I was to give him, he could eat a medium-sized mouse. So, but right now I just feed him the little meal worms because it's more exciting. You get to see him eat more. So other than just feeding him one big mouse. But yeah, they go months without eating. That's not uncommon because they eat fairly large prey items when they're either in the wild or, like I said, I had a full size one, a female that she would eat like the baby chickens, little chicks. So she'd go a long time without eating after eating one of those. So Miss Brazy, what's up? Yep, we got a special guest. Are we going to see him eat? Yeah. No, he won't eat a mouse. I'll feed him some worms. He won't eat no mice. I don't have no mice for him. I'm still feeding him the worms. It's more exciting with the worms. You get to see him eat more, and people really like that. So, but yeah, I got to grab it here in a minute. We'll feed him some. Um, yeah. So no mouse today. But let me grab some food here so he can eat for you guys. Bobby's probably say, "Mom, he's coming out to eat." See here, fill all those. Let's see. We'll get him. Here we go. We'll get him some worms. He likes the worms. He likes the worms. Yeah, Bobby's gotten big. Bobby's gotten pretty big. He's taken after his namesake, Bobby. But let's see here. Show you. No mouse, but no, he's just eating meal. He's just eating mealworms. He's just eating mealworms. He missed. Oh, he missed. Got to get a little closer to it, Bobby the Frog. There he goes. He got it that time. He got it that time. He got it that time. Yeah, he'd have to leave it his mouse. Yeah, I wouldn't feed him a mouse on TV. People would be crybaby and shit. He's like, no, that's me. You can't feed him a mouse. Yeah, can't feed him a mouse. But he loves his worms, so he likes the worms. So we'll just give him some more worm action. More worm. Oh, there he goes. Grabbed another one. You're crying now. No, other people. You try to do that. They try to like have the stream taken down because it's bad. You can't do that. You know, like cruel, unusual punishment. Even though the mouse would be frozen, the mouse would already be frozen. I ain't gonna feed it a live mouse. uh, but yeah, Bobby the Frog's hungry today. So there he goes. He'll probably eat like 12 of these things too. Hey James, what's up? Say hello to the co-host. We got Bobby the Frog as our co-host today. Bobby the Frog's moving in like slow motion. Gotta fix the resolution on the camera or something. It could be because it's just on the Chromebook there. But no, they don't chew. No, they don't chew. They just swallow whole, bro. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good, Jinx. You don't have to apologize for not being here. Not a problem. Not a problem. No apologies necessary. You crazy. But like I said, he hasn't eaten in a week, so he'll eat quite a few. So he'll eat a lot. But I thought I'd bring him on a co-host. Can't argue with him. He doesn't talk back. Whatever my opinion is, whatever. Yeah, he just that's his life. They sit there, wait for food, and if they get a woman, yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't do much. That's their whole life. Just sit, eat, and reproduce, and that's it. They just sit there, don't do much. But I figure my opinion is the only opinion that matters with Bobby the Frog. So he's not going to argue with me. He's not going to fight, yell, and scream. You could let him eat a human, yeah, right. There it is. Oh, there you go, Jody. You saw his little legs. But yeah, we'll let him be a glutton on the video today. So, shit. That'd be freaked out if something this big would eat a human. Can you imagine running across that in the rainforest? Big ass frog be eating people and shit. That'd be nuts. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised. Has he ever jumped out? No, no. He's grabbed my fingers before when I was like cleaning the cage and stuff when he's hungry. He's grabbed my finger before thinking it's food. He thinks everything's food. Everything comes in that cage. He thinks it's food. So he'll like latch onto your finger, but he's never jumped out. No, they're not really jumpers. They don't jump a lot. Their bodies really aren't made to jump. When they're little, they can jump, fairly decent when they're little, but when they start to get big, fat like that, yeah, they don't jump very much at all. They just don't have the frame for jumping, They're heavy bodied, not really big legs for him. He's an Argentine horn frog. He's an Argentine horn frog. He's actually bluish. He's more blue. You can't really say he looks green just because the way the lighting is on him, but in person he's more of a blue color, a bluish green. So he's considered like a blue face, but it's just an Argentine horn frog. That's all. Look at him. He's like, give me some more worms. He's like making room for more worms, man. Here we go. Let's get you another one, buddy. Get you another one, Bobby. Oh, shit. Oh, that's way over there. Let's see if we can get him to run over there. Let's give him some exercise. He's a lazy ass. He's lazy. He's being lazy. Oh, let's get you, Bobby. There. There you go. We don't want you to move too much. There you go. Try to give him some exercise, but he's like, nope. I'm going to wait for it to come to me. But he tried. Yeah, he tried. That's it. That's about as far as he'll go. He'll just like stick it. He'll wait till it kind of walks by and then he'll get it. But he's already at that size where he's like, I ain't chasing after him. If he was one of the smaller ones, he'd chase after it. Like I have a couple of the smaller ones. They'll chase after him. He ain't gonna do shit. He just sits there. He don't care. He's like, sooner or later one will come by and he'll grab it. But glad to see everybody's in here tonight. Hopefully everybody is out there doing their thing, being safe, making money, enjoying their holiday weekend if you're taking the weekend off. Let's see. Bobby the Frog. Let's give him another one. Let's give him some more. Let's give him one more, and then we'll let him relax for a while. And then we'll give him some more later. There it goes. He doesn't even get it. Like, it just like, whoop, it's like it's like a Hoover vacuum. Can I zoom in on him? Not on that camera. I can't zoom in on him. Unless I move the whole camera situation around. I'd have to move the camera, and then I could maybe zoom in on him. Let me see. Let me see if I can do that for you. See if we can get a little better picture of Bobby the Frog. There you go. There you go. How about that? How's that? There you go. You can see Bobby. Oh, look, he tried to talk to you. He's like, hey, why is the camera so close? But yeah, there he is. Gary Lawrence don't take 3-day holidays. We give up. Yeah, well, yeah. True. They don't. You got a good point there. They don't. Holidays are good money days too, though, really. At the end of the day, holidays are good money. So let's see if we can get a close up of Bobby the Frog eating a mouse, or not eating a mouse, but eating a worm. There you go. Got him a close up. Got Bobby the Frog close up. I gotta figure out the settings on that thing so it doesn't look like so funky. Yeah, exactly. Gotta work on the settings. That's the first time I've turned that on in a long time. It was all settings were way off. So there he goes. So we can get a better look at him there. Yeah, but you can almost tell he's kind of a bluish color. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if we can get the flashlight on him. Hold on. You could actually get his color better. So you can actually see his color better. So you can see kind of the blue tint to him. Got more of a blue tint on him. So yeah, you can see where he's blue. Right now, with him eating, he'd probably try to bite your finger. He tried to bite your finger because he thought you'd be a worm. He's like, oh, that's a big ass worm. Let me get that one. Whoop. Try to grab your shit and eat it. But yeah, you can kind of see the color, his color. My phone keeps going off here. But yeah, like I'll do the other live streams. I'll pull out the other ones, like Snowball, and we'll pull out Snowball and Cherry the Frog. We still got Cherry the Frog. So Cherry the Frog's looking really pretty. You guys will like Cherry the Frog. Cherry the Frog's turned out really nice. Turned out to be a really nice frog. So but we'll feed him later. We'll give him some more. We'll let this kind of settle in on him and let those worms settle in. And how long does he live? The longest I had mine, I accidentally killed my first one. I had her, I think, like 7 years before I accidentally killed her. But they got a good lifespan on them. Anywhere probably from 8 to 10 years easily. As long as you're not overfeeding them, because you can overfeed them, get them super obese. They look obese anyways, but the longest I had it was 7 years, but I accidentally killed it. So, but I think they got a fairly good lifespan on them. Yeah, I accidentally put the wrong type of substrate in. That reminds me, I got to change these guys out here soon. I gotta change out their cages and stuff. Give them new substrate and shit. Get them all nice and cleaned up. Give them new ground soil and stuff. Yeah, I put the wrong soil in there, and they actually had a manure in it. Hey, Roy Craze asked me, "Can you see her?" No. I said specifically at the beginning of this, if you do not see yourself in here, you are no longer welcomed in here. And you know why you're not welcomed here. And I'm not going to repeat it, but you know why you're not welcomed here. So if you don't see it, then you're not here. Because the other things I've been seeing and the shit that's going on, yeah, I don't want those kind of people here. So yeah, so whoever doesn't see themselves, yeah, you're not welcomed here anymore. So I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And the people know why. And the people know why. And if they don't know why, then yeah, they're fooling themselves. They know why they're no longer welcomed here. And I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna go over. No. Like I said, no reason to say it. Sorry, I'm just saying. They can rewind it and watch it later. But I removed a lot of people from here. A lot of people from what I've seen and what I was doing and checking and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have been removed. I don't want them here. So. And they know the reason why. So. So it is what it is. Move on. If certain other stuff you want to go and do certain stuff, go do that. Yeah, that's I don't need to keep pulling knives out of my backs from people. So it is what it is. I made myself very clear. If people want to go around supporting trash and shit, yeah, then yeah, just support the trash. Go there. I don't want that here. I've been straight up honest with everybody in this fucking room of how I am, the way I am, and if people want to, go support other people that feel it's okay to trash people and pretend to be something they're not, then yeah, go over there. You're not welcome here. That's how it is. And I'm sure the list will get fucking longer too. So the list will probably get longer. So yeah, exactly. I can't be any more clear. And I've given people plenty of chances. I've given people lots of people chances, and they still exhibit the same behavior, and they still, yeah. So no, because you're willing to support that other garbage, then you're not really supporting me. You're just being two-faced, and I'm not going to deal with it. I told you guys I didn't want nothing to do with that shit no more. Everybody keeps dragging me in that shit, and other people want to go support that shit. Yeah, goodbye. I don't want you. That's two-faced. You coming in here is just you laughing in my fucking face. That's how I look at it. So I don't want you, and I don't need you. So it's unfortunate that it's got to be this way, but hey, if it's your own, it's not my behavior. I've always been the same. Nothing's changed here. So I've always been the same person, always been the same way, done the same thing. Nothing's changed. So, like I said I will do this all by myself. If I get one motherfucker in here to talk to all night long, then we get one person in here. I'm not playing. I said I don't want to be involved in the shit. I keep getting dragged into it and all this other garbage. And then I see other people supporting that type of behavior and garbage. Yeah, goodbye. So I'll remove you. It's a simple fix. But back to what we were talking about. So tomorrow, let's see. I gotta go ship his gift off. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's a special lamp. It's a pretty cool little lamp. This is what I got George. It's got a wireless phone charger. Um, this whole thing lights up. It's dimmable, and also because he does deal with like storms and um, he gets a lot of storms and stuff. But what's good about this light is this is removable, so it charges. If you got it sitting there lit up, it lights up like a normal lamp. But this actually charges, and this can actually be removed and used as like a candlelight situation, kind of like a flashlight. So if you lose power and you need a light source, this he can remove from the base and use it as a light source. It also has a microphone on it, so he can play music to it and shit like that. So if it wants to make it flash. But yeah, and it has the wireless phone charger, so he can just use it for a phone charger as well next to his desk or whatever he's doing it for. But yeah, that's what's really cool about this one is I have mine are not removable. I have the same lamp, but mine don't have the wireless charger on it, and it doesn't have the removable. But mine are RGB, so mine do the different colors and shit like that. Where this is just straight white, it's dimmable. You can change the white settings on it. It does it through an app on the phone, and this can be removed and used for a flashlight if the power goes out or something of that. So that's what I got George. So yeah, I'll be mailing that off to him tomorrow. So since he did win the prize, so. But yeah, so it's something he, like I said, he deals with the storms and loses power. So thought that would be a good choice for him. Like I said, mine are RGB, so they're different. Mine don't have the removable base. Like I could show you mine here. Let me see if I can show you mine. See, here's mine. So see, these are mine. See, I got the white settings on mine, but I can change the colors on mine. So mine change colors. So I got the RGB. So they do, the different, modes and shit like that. They do, shit like that. So mine are a little bit different. Mine aren't removable either, where his is removable. So same type of lamp, but I don't have the charger. That one, like I said, has the wireless charger for your phone, and it can be used as a flashlight type thing. So, do I have any? No, when I had my own, when I lived at my condo, I did have the lightsabers. I sold those though. I had 3. I had the Darth Vader, the lightsaber, the one that actually lights up, makes all the weird noise you can sword fight with. The shit you see on TV. Those ones. I had the Darth Vader. I had the blue Obi-Wan Kenobi one, and I had the fucking green Luke Skywalker one. I saw one on Facebook Marketplace. I was thinking about buying. It was the Count Dooku one. I might consider buying that and then just like putting it as a display up on the wall in the background. But he had the Count Dooku one, so which is pretty sweet. So. Yeah, they're not cheap, man. They I think when I bought them, I got them at Toys R Us when they were still around. Shit, they were like $150 back then. They're still fairly expensive. They're still not very cheap, but they last forever. You can actually hit and sword fight with those. Sword fight with them and bang them, and they make the noise when you smack them together. And they do all that crazy shit. Jehu, how's it going? So yeah, but yeah, the Count Dooku one, I like that one. I've always been the Sith. I've always been the more the Sith one, anyways. I like the reds. I like the Darth Vader. The Count Dooku one's sweet. So I've always been that. I'm not really the nice Jedi type. I guess you could say I'm not the Jedi type. So got to feed my pups. All right, Miss Brazy, have a good night. Thanks for showing up. Thank you for Bobby the Frog. I appreciate you coming in and sharing your time with us and all that good stuff. So, So, Jinx, how's the business going? Is it staying busy? You said this is your busy time of the year. Is it because it's getting Hey Paloma, how's it going, Paloma? Is it busy? Is it getting because of like Christmas time? Don't say that name in here. Um, is it because of just that time of the year, people getting ready to? No, you're fine. Nothing to be sorry about, but I'm just. You don't have to say I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know. There's no reason to apologize. Just yeah. I'm sure it's being watched. I ain't stupid. I'm sure it's being watched. So or listened to or whatever. You know how it goes, bro. It's counterintuitive type shit. So. So. So, but how's your day been, Paloma? Yeah, just trying to stay out of the drama. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with these people anymore. I don't want to deal with them. So much rather not. Everybody can go their separate ways. Made some chocolate ants. Interesting. What'd you do? Okay, I'm going to ask you how you did that. Did you just go out in the yard and grab a bunch of ants, then slap chocolate on them, or well, explain your process of the chocolate ants? Or do you have to buy like food grade ants and then put chocolate on them? How does that work? Oh no shit. You're not worried about poison and shit like that? If you go out in the yard, you're not worried about like insecticides, like neighbors, shooting insecticides, ants being poisoned or anything like that? You invaded an ant hill? Interesting. Or do you have the ability to find the ants like away from population type shit? I know like some people like they're on like farms and shit. They might have like ant hills in the middle of nowhere or some shit like that. You can actually invade and take the ants. Probably don't have to worry about pesticides. They come from my garden. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. Well, that's cool. That's an interesting hobby. Fuck, that's a hella interesting hobby. Is it just for your own personal use? Like you just eat them, or do you make them for friends, or how does that work? I capture a shit ton in a bowl, drown them in tempered chocolate. Nice. You don't like freeze the ants first, or you just like, or do you just kind of like, I don't know, kind of like Han Solo when he got covered with the tar shit? Oh, nice, nice, nice. That's cool. It's an intimidation tactic. I know people eat snails. I don't. I That's not something you're going to catch me eating. I will not eat a snail. Grasshopper. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs you can buy. Scorpions, crickets, grasshoppers, beetles. Big ass worm larva. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I haven't got that. I'm not that hard up that I got to go eat bugs right now. I did eat a live cricket once on TV. On a live stream, I did eat a live cricket. It was kind of like a bet or something. I wouldn't say a bet, but I was like, I wonder why tarantulas like cricket so much. But it was nasty. Probably never will do that again. It was nasty. No, that's yeah. You might think it's juicy, but that's hella gross. That's hella gross. Let's see if Bobby the Frog wants another worm. We'll give Bobby the Frog another worm here. Let's see. Let's see. Bobby the Frog gets another worm. There we go. Bobby the Frog is probably ready for another worm. Let's give him another worm. Here we go. Bobby. There, Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. Yep, he still wanted another worm. Yeah. He got himself another worm there. Oh, you remember that live stream? Yeah, that shit was nasty. I think like one of the legs got kind of stuck in my throat. It was nasty. That was the worst tasting fucking thing I ever ate in my life. It was just straight nasty. Nasty. Yeah, I think if they do sell them, I think it's more of a novelty thing, just to like take it home and there's probably no taste to it after a while. You know what I'm saying? It's probably been, the candy probably overtakes it, and it's probably nothing too crazy, You haven't seen them forever. Speaking of that, I really don't go out anywhere to even look for that shit. I'm sure you could probably find them in like Arizona. Probably has them like shit ton of them, and it's probably a novelty item. You could probably get them at like a souvenir store or something like that. Probably have some shit like that, or maybe even like a natural food store that sells like natural shit. They might have shit like that. They probably have like the chocolate covered crickets and all that crazy shit. You could probably find that stuff there. I know they used to make them with worms in them too. I've seen them with worms in them as well. So if there's a candy store, yeah. If it's a dedicated candy store, yeah. I think we do have one dedicated candy store. We might have more than one. I know one of them's in the mall where you can go in, you can find all like the old school candy and shit, like when you were a kid growing up. And you used to buy off the ice cream truck and shit. You can find all that stuff. How to eat cactus? Cactus ain't that hard to eat. Long you peel the outside, like a prickly pear cactus, it's not really hard to eat. Pretty much just taking the skin off, cooking it, and it's not hard to eat. Cut it up in pieces, eat it. Got to shave off all the pokies too. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see. Oh shit, we dropped the worm. Oh no, we got a worm loose on the computer table. There you go, buddy. Bobby the Frog, there's another worm. Move, worm. Look at the worm. The worm's like, I'm not moving. Too late. It tried not to move. Didn't last long. I'm not sure how good. I'm not a fan of plantains. They're just, to me, it's like an extra hard banana, and they don't taste the same to me. I don't know. Never been a fan of them. I know they like the plantain chips and stuff. I'm just not a fan of that stuff. Just give me a banana. Just eat a regular banana. I'm sure they can make them in certain ways that they taste good. So. Hey Jackie, how you doing? Yep, Bobby the Frog, Jackie. Did you see him? He just ate too. He's been eating all night. He's like a garbage disposal tonight. He's on I think he's on like his 10th or 11th worm so far. I've had the chips, but I didn't like them. Yeah, they're just no flavor to them. Yeah. I don't even think they really have like a lot of sugar or flavor to them when they're raw. Yeah, the frogs live good. They get fed well and well taken care of. Like I said, they're easy to take care of. That's the thing about these frogs. It's like, look, he's trying to talk to you guys. He's like, I'm getting full. I'm getting, how you get full. You start to open your mouth and breathe heavy. It's like, I'm getting full here. Probably give him like one more. Should be enough. But yeah, they're real easy to take care of. That's why I like them. They're not real hard to take care of. They're cool as shit. One of them has been barking in the middle of the night. I'm not sure which one it is, but I got one that barks in here. Because I'd be hearing him in the middle of the night. He'd be like barking and shit. The tarantula, it just shed again. So I fed him some crickets because it was being picky. I got four. I got four of them. I got Cherry the Frog, which is like a strawberry albino, which is very pretty. You guys will like Cherry the Frog. When I do Cherry the Frog, he'll be a special guest host too. He's really pretty. I have a normal, like a lime green albino, and then I have a full albino, a bigger albino that's close to this guy size. So Snowball, that's Snowball the Frog. He's about that size, same size as Bobby the Frog there. But they're just how often do you feed them? I give them the worms twice a week, anywhere from 5 to 6 worms twice a week. Like I said, as they get bigger, right now it could take a medium-sized mouse, and then it probably wouldn't have to eat for like 2 weeks. So it just depends on what you feed them, and But as far as the worms go, 5 or 6 worms every couple weeks. How you doing, Carrie? Every couple days, 5 to 6 worms. The littler guys, they get fed like 3 or 4 worms a week because they're little. You don't want to overfeed them because they'll blow out their stomachs. Right now, they're kept at room temperatures. The temperature doesn't go any lower. You won't want them to go any lower than like 75 degrees. Around 75 to 82 degrees is particular what they like. They can go up to about 85 degrees. This room gets hot because there is no air conditioner in this room. I'm doing good, Carrie. I'm doing good. So the temperature in this room can get up to almost 90 degrees. But I do have a fan that runs on them during the daytime when it's hot. So they get cool air circulating around their cages. So they stay cooler. But usually 75 to 82 degrees is humidity. Yeah, they're high humid. That's why they're in the sweater boxes. They got holes punched in the sweater boxes. So they're Amazonian frog. They're Argentine. So they're a forest frog. So the humidity, 75 to 80% humidity is fine for them. And they do well. And as far as I don't really have to spray them down very much. I just kind of, they have a peat moss. They have a soil type bottom. And then they have the peat sphagnum moss all around the cage as well. That helps hold in the moisture. So just spray them down if you really want to. You can spray them down. I pour water in there. It keeps it fairly moist in there for them. It doesn't drown. You don't want to drown them either. You don't want them sitting in, a shit ton of water either. Yeah, exactly. Argentina. So, and you don't really want them sitting in a shit ton of water because it's not good because they piss and shit in the water. You don't want them sitting in that. That can cause problems with the problem with their skin underneath because that's sensitive area. So you don't want them sitting in a shit ton of water. So it's just one of those, you got to get the mixture, and they do well. And like I said, they're just simple to do, it's one of those frogs. If you were to go on vacation for 2 weeks, you're going to come back, your frog's going to be fine. You ain't got to worry about getting a frog setter for it. They're just, you crazy. Yeah, they're all around easy to take care of animal, feed them and water them for the most part, and they're fine. They don't have to be pet. You don't have to play with them. You really don't want to. As they get bigger, yeah, they can chomp down pretty good on your finger. So like right now, he will bite you. He will bite. If he thinks your finger is food, he will bite. He will grab you. Do they move much? Mostly at nighttime, they move around quite a bit. Like I said, he's getting bigger. Like when they're littler, they tend to jump around more when they're little. But he's getting bigger. So this tends to be their behavior. They just find a good spot and he'll sit in that same spot for fucking days. He'll just sit there and chill. Like I'm surprised he sat this still the whole time. If you watch some of the Bobby watch parties, he's moving around constantly. But that's when he was littler. He's bouncing around. But here he's been like totally cool. He's just been sitting there chilling. How long do you keep them for? 8 to 10 years easily. I had one that was about 7 years old that I accidentally killed. I accidentally killed it. And but yeah, they can last 8-10 years. Let me check on their exact lifespan. I can give you an exact number on them. Um, yeah, I accidentally killed mine. I put the wrong type of soil in there. It had manure in it, and I didn't know. Um, and so I ended up killing it. Ended up pretty much poisoning it. Let's see. Yeah, anywhere to let's see, 7 to 10 years in captivity or more. So yeah, as long as you take good care of them, they'll last. Yeah. So you can have them anywhere from 7 to 10 years and more. Like I said, it all depends on how you take care of them. You know, a lot of times people kill them when they're little, when they first get them, because a lot of times you get them, they're the size of a quarter or maybe a 50-cent piece, and that's the easiest time to kill them, because a lot of times they blow out their stomachs. They feed them something too big and it blows out their stomach. So when they're little like that, until they start to get about silver dollar size, you definitely got to be careful when you're feeding them. You don't overfeed them, because if it blows out their stomach, yeah, they die. So, but the main thing, just don't keep any pesticides around them. I don't spray any, because I do have a tarantula as well. So I don't spray any bug spray. I keep the shit very clean. I don't have to worry about bugs and shit. I'll spray the outside perimeter of the room and outside of the house. I spray with bug spray, but there's no bug spray or anything that can be absorbed into their environment, like their soil and shit like that. And just regular tap water. I don't use any special water. Just regular tap water is fine. They don't need any kind of special sparkling water or a distilled water or any of that bullshit. So yeah, they're just a really simple animal to take care of. And let's see, damn, would the translator scorpion win in a fight? Who would win in a fight? That really depends. The thing with the scorpion, it's kind of hard with the scorpions because they're armored. But it really depends. Size of the tarantula, type of tarantula, type of scorpion, all that shit matters. So my bet, depending on the size of the spider and the tarantula itself, it could go either way. It could go either way. Because if that fucking scorpion can get into that abdomen with the stinger, it could probably take out the spider, or it might be one of those things they take both out. If the spider gets him just right. Like I said, the scorpion's more armored. He's more armored. So, my tarantula I don't. First of all, I don't even like that kind of stuff. I see those videos where they're pinning animals against each other. I'm not for that shit. But if it was to happen in the wild, I would give it the chance more to the scorpion than I would the spider. I give the chance of winning the tarantula. I mean, not the tarantula, but the scorpion. Just due to the scorpion's armor. He's armored all over, so he's got a little bit of area that's can be exposed as far as soft spots to him, but for the most part, he's armored. And depending on the size of the pinchers, if he grabs that tarantula, and he's able to get that in, that stinger into him, which most of the time they can. Yeah, chances are it's going to be the scorpion that wins. Well, it depends. There's some scorpions that don't rely on that stinging. They will sting food, like emperor scorpions, forest scorpions, those big clawed scorpions. Sometimes use their stingers at all. They will sting stuff, but most of the time they're clawed. That's what they have the big claws for. The claws, they grab, rip the food apart, and eat it. Not necessarily have to sting it. Now, some of the more poisonous guys you see, the really thin clawed ones, those claws aren't made for anything but holding. So if the little skinny guys, and that's how you tell one of the potencies of scorpions as well. When you see the little baby pinchers, most of the time those are going to be some very venomous scorpions most of the time, because where the big guys have the big pinchers, that's what they rely on as far as grabbing prey and stuff like that. Whereas the little pincher guys, they have to rely more on the venom to subdue the prey. So that's how you, the most of the time you take. That's how you tell most of the time. But I've had big giant emperor here. Let me see if I can pull up one of my pictures. I've had some a very large colony of emperor scorpions, and yeah, they would tear shit apart. They didn't have no issues. They would just tear shit apart. They're ruthless like that. They didn't have to rely on their really venom shit at all. I might not even be able to find my picture. Oh, here we go. Here we go. But I had a very large colony of emperor scorpions. You can see those guys. Those guys were on average body anywhere from 4 to 5 inches. And you can see the size of their claws on them. Yeah, they really don't have to rely on their venom very much. They just use those big ass claws to grab whatever they want and take it and rip it apart. But so I had a very large colony of those. But no, they're not really scary at all, bro. You can pick those up. I might even have a picture. Let me see if I have a picture of it on my hand. I've actually holding them. They're let me see if that picture's in here. It might be in here. I got rid of a lot of pictures. Hold on. And that'll give you an idea how big they are too, because I got big ass hands, so it'll give you an idea. Yeah, I should have the picture here of me holding it. But yeah, they're very, very off the chance wall that they would sting you. The ones I've had the most issues with stinging are the forest scorpions, the Asian forest scorpions. Yeah, they tend to not like being. They're a hit and miss. Some you can handle them, others you can't. It really depends, And then I've had like mine. I've had shit like centipedes and shit. This is a picture of This is the centipede. Hold on. That's the centipede. That big ass thing. That thing was about 9 inches. Yeah, those things fucking freak me out. Centipedes definitely freak me out. They're some nasty little motherfuckers. Yeah, those guys, they're so fast and shit. Like, yeah, they freak you out. But I had those, and I've had shit ton of snakes and all that shit. So I've had more than my fair share of animals. But let me see if I can find that picture of me holding them. And that'll just give you an idea how big they get. But the thing is, a lot of them, yeah, see, here's all my, this was, see if I can, oh, right. Where's the picture? But yeah, so I know it's in here. There's a picture of I'll show you some other pictures too from my albino rattlesnake that I had. This was my albino rattlesnake. That was my albino. Is an albino western diamondback rattlesnake. Got goddamn light. But that's that. That was the rattlesnake. One of the rattlesnakes I had. It's an albino rattlesnake. So, yeah, it was an albino western diamondback. Because it was albino, you could own it. I'm trying to find this one where I'm holding that scorpion. I should like put all those pictures in an album. Here's one of me holding a tarantula. Me holding one of my tarantulas at the time. Big old giant tarantula there. So one of those. And then let's see, where's the oh, here it is. Here's a picture of me actually holding a tarantula. This is how big the scorpion is. And I got very big hands. So that gives you an idea how big they are. So, but there's the scorpion. That was one of them. But yeah, they're pretty cool. They don't really have to worry much about them like trying to get you and shit. But yeah, so. But that gives you an idea. They get pretty good size. And they are handleable, so you don't have to really worry about too much. And here's a couple. These were some of the baby boa constrictors I bred. These were some of the boa constrictors I bred right there. Some of the baby boa constrictors that I bred. So those little guys there. So yeah, I definitely love animals, man. You can't. Jackie's like, oh my god, yeah, they're pretty big monsters, but they're hard to find nowadays. And they want so much money for them because they don't want to import them anymore. You can only find the captive bred ones, and it just sucks. They priced a lot of shit out. And here's me holding a tarantula again. Oh, but yeah. So, but yeah. Yeah, I have all kinds of pictures of the shit I used to own. I don't know where it's at, but I have a picture of this big ass eel that I used to own that bit the shit out of me one time. It was nasty. Bit the shit out of my fucking thumb. Luckily, it didn't rip my thumb off, thank God. But yeah, here's some of the other frogs that I used to own. Here's some of the other frogs, just like Bobby the Frog. There's a brown and gold version. That's it's called a Cranwell's horn frog. So you get the brown. So brown and gold version. And then this was this is a true ornate version. This is the ones I want to find, but I can't find. This is what Bobby the Frog would look like if he wasn't crossbred. This is what the original frog looks like, but that's what the original frog looks like. So the green, red, and golds, that's what he would originally look like. So you can see the color difference to what, so when they mix breed them, you get all these weird colors and shit. Kind of fucks them up. And then here's it eating a mouse. So if you're squeamish, but this is it. That they do eat mice. So there you go. They do eat mice. So they are mouse. They will eat mice. So just so you know. But the original, I cannot find the originals. They're so hard to come by nowadays. If you're even able to find one, because they've intermixed them so much that you don't fucking get to find them anymore. And it's sad. Because the original, I think, looks better than Bobby the Frog. Not to mention Bobby the Frog's nice. Then this was a miniature tarantula that I owned. It's a dwarf species. You can see I'm holding it. It's a little dwarf species. Only gets like 3 inches. 3 inches. Dwarf species I owned. Very docile, but it would only get like 3 inches or so. So let's see. I think I got another picture of one of the other scorpions that I had. This particular one I did not hold. It's not really made for whole. See, I got a whole shit ton of pictures here. But here's one of my big albinos. This is remember I said I had a big giant one. This is one of the big ones. So that was a big one there. This one was probably the size of probably over a baseball size. It was huge. It was huge. So it was pretty big. So how what? How the fuck what? How do you hold the tarantulas? Man, I was scared shitless of tarantulas, bro. I no joke. I was like, oh my god, I until I picked one up. Yeah, that albino frog was about as big as round as this. It was huge. It was huge. That was taking full size mice or small rats. But I've had some really dangerous stuff. Like this guy right here would pretty much kill you if it was to sting you, it would have killed you. African black fat tail scorpion. I've had those. That one will actually sting you and kill you. Um, so and then I had a flat rock scorpion, which I love flat rock scorpions. They're not one of those ones you really touch, but they get good size, 4 to 5 inches, their bodies. Um, let me see. Then that's this one. This is a flat rock scorpion, African flat rock scorpion, right there. It's good size, but those are not ones you really want to touch, you know. But you can see the big claws. They don't rely on their stinger as much. So and then I'll show you one other picture. But yeah, I love animals, man. I wish you know, let's see, that one, that one. Oh, and this was one of my other tarantulas. It was a Mexican blonde tarantula, really pretty tarantula, and that was good size. That was about the size of a palm. That thing would almost fill up the palm of my hand. So, um, certain frogs, yes, you can get high off and chill with the names, bro. Chill with the names. Don't come in here acting dumb. This is trying to cause drama. So here, I'll fix that. Come in as a reasonable name. I'm not looking for the drama. But yeah, some frogs you can lick them. They do cause issues. So yeah, they glow in the dark. Yeah, because they have that they turn green. No Venus flytraps. No. Have ever had a bear? Hell to the no. No, I used to breed hedgehogs. I used to breed hedgehogs, flying squirrels. Um, used to breed all those things. Geckos, fucking snakes. I used to have a whole house dedicated, 4 bedroom house dedicated to animals. So hedgehogs were one of the easiest things to breed. A lot of fun with those guys. They sold really good. They're a really good money maker. People love the hedgehogs. So, but people love the hedgehogs for real. And there's a picture of the other frog eating a mouse. So yeah. So they do eat mice. They do eat mice. So Motorcycle here, the motorcycle days. Here's me standing next to my motorcycle back in the days. Those are the motorcycle days right there. Oh, that goddamn light right in the way of the camera. But yeah, that was my bike back in the days. I really wish I want to get a bike again so bad. But yeah, there's the bike. I really miss my bike, to be honest with you. That's my goal, though, to get another motorcycle. That's my goal. When I worked as the head detailer at the car lot, this is some of the. What am I doing? What are we doing? You know, dealing with the repo cars. I got pictures of those. All that crazy stuff. I would show that picture, but I won't. It's a crazy picture. But yeah, so interesting. Animals are interesting. The more people you can get into it, the better, you know. But I know, like looking at some of these pictures, the good old days, you know. Crazy, crazy how much your life changes, you know. The shit you go through. Looking back at some of the old pictures and shit. Here's a here's one of the tattoos I did on a chick when I did tattoo work. This is one of the tattoos I did on her. See if we can get it to focus. Yeah, there's one of the tattoos I did on her when I did tattoo work. This is another one. This was on her friend when I did tattoos. Oh shit! Come here. Did tattoos and shit. So, big giant dragon on her thigh and shit. So, so yeah, crazy old school life right there. We had a dog for 13 years. Yeah, yeah. It's some of these. You know, it's just the good old days. You know what I'm saying? Just yeah, look at the good old days here. But yep, reminisce about the good old days. The good old days. But yeah, so look, Bobby the Frog has just been chilling all night. He's been such a good co-host tonight. Let's see if Bobby the Frog wants a worm. I don't know. Have you been watching, Dan? You got to watch Bobby the Frog eat, man. Bobby the Frog's been. Let's see. He's probably hungry. Well, this will be his last worm for the day. His last worm for the night. There you go, buddy. There he goes. He's been such a good co-host. Bobby the Frog. Yeah, Bobby the Frog's been a good co-host tonight. No drama. Hasn't argued. Hasn't fought back. Hasn't yelled and screamed at nobody all night. Would you ever try to mate the frogs with tadpoles? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go that far, Ricky Knight. I mean, not recognize Ricky Moss. No, I wouldn't go that far. It's a process that I'm just not willing to deal with. You know, hooking up a rain type aquarium, dealing with putting them together. I don't have the time for it, and shit like that. Then you have to deal with thousands of tadpoles, and yeah, it's just not something I would deal with. It'd be easier to deal with give me a 10-foot, 12-foot boa constrictor, and give me a 12-foot female boa constrictor and an 8-foot male boa constrictor. I'll be more than happy to breed that before I'd rather go through the process of breeding one of those. So yeah, I definitely would rather breed a big ass giant boa constrictor than to breed those. Much easier, less deal with. The boa constrictor has live babies. I ain't gotta do nothing special. They pop out of the mama perfectly alive, so I ain't gotta worry about it, you know. So yeah, they come out, you know, looking like mama from the 8 to 10 inches, look just like mom and dad. Much rather deal with those than deal with frogs like that. So it's just too much of a process. But how long have we been going? Almost an hour and a half. So I said about an hour and a half tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it there. Bobby the Frog, we got to put him up, give him a break. He's been on camera all night, so he's been a good frog tonight. Been a good co-host, and he's like, look, he's even. I'm getting tired over here. I'm getting tired rubbing his eyes over there. But I appreciate everybody coming in and listening to me blabber on about shit and animals, and Bobby the Frog says goodbye to everybody. Appreciate y'all being in here, and we'll go ahead and let you guys go. Enjoy your rest of your holiday weekend. If you're having to do labor, then do labor. If you're not doing labor, then chill, relax, enjoy your holiday. I pretty much appreciate you guys. So you guys have a great rest of your night. And we shall talk to you later. Bobby's the star. Yep, Bobby's the star. I'm just a sidekick. Bobby gets all the numbers. I'm just a sidekick. Not a problem, guys. I'll see you on the next live stream. All right, talk to you guys later.